Good evening and welcome to the news at 7. On the cusp of elections, it was fast and furious electioneering today. The ANC has promised meaningful change in governing municipalities post-elections. Its president, Jacob Zuma, was addressing a packed FNB stadium at a Siyanqoba rally.
It's in the numbers, they say.
The stadium is full to capacity.
And this was the mother of all rallies. The 94,000 capacity stadium packed as Wednesday's municipal election beacons. The party has ratified a turnaround strategy. Municipalities must meet the basic needs of communities. It will ensure clean, accountable and responsible government, improved professionalism in hiring qualified personnel, provide policy support and oversight to municipalities, build partnerships between local government and civil society.
Our local government turnaround strategy will reinforce the good and best practices in municipalities.
While it acknowledges challenges, the ANC feels it's done enough to secure another mandate.
We have shared with our people the achievements of the past 17 years. We have acknowledged that a lot more still needs to be done.
An overwhelming show of force. The party hopes it will translate into votes on Wednesday. The ANC is hoping to use its strong credentials and its track record of the past 17 years to persuade people to keep it in power. Thousands came out to show their support. SABC News, Johannesburg.
The mother body brought all its legions to bear, and they trumpeted the ruling party's virtues.
There is no party which can give you jobs. There is no party which can give you houses, electricity, water. We are the only ones.
And only the ANC is committed to emancipating our women.
And then the turn of its traditional allies, with friendly advice that delivery must be accelerated.
Let us ensure that all our councillors are constantly in touch with our people by ensuring that they convene meetings every 3 months.
Our support to the councillors of the ANC is conditional. It is based on your performance as representatives of the ANC.
When it comes to voting the African National Congress on any election in any part of this country, we, the workers of this country, we attach no condition.
Bolstered by a sea of supporters, excitement over the ANC's electoral chances overflowing.
Our future, our country lies in our hands. So we've got to show our contribution also in trying to shape the country's future.
The ANC is the only party contesting all municipalities in the country. Tammy Dixon, SABC News, Johannesburg.
The SABC has dismissed DA allegations of biased election coverage. The DA today accused the SABC of biased coverage following the live broadcast of the ANC Siyanqoba rally in Johannesburg. The SABC's decision to host the event was based on the newsworthiness of the biggest political rally in South Africa since 1994. The Siyanqoba rally was attended by more than 91,000 ANC supporters and was linked to other ANC provincial rallies. The SABC was satisfied that its overall coverage was fair, consistent and equitable. In fact, it said the DA enjoyed greater coverage in proportion to its current representation in local government. The broadcaster noted that the principle of equitable coverage does not mean equal coverage. Siyanqoba rallies were held across the country. Opposition parties also fanned out on final Sunday.
In Khayelitsha near Cape Town, the ANC mayoral candidate squashed any coalition with the DA. In the 2006 local poll, the DA won 9 more seats in the metro than the ANC.
We feel confident as the ANC we're going to win the election with 50% and more.
At a rally near East London, a brawl, not over politics, but ANC T-shirts. Those who didn't receive T-shirts sang and disrupted the opening, ignoring pleas for order.
This is a very, very bad example that they are setting. The blue shirt T-shirts are out there in the streets if they want T-shirts. This is a serious organization of liberation.
Siyanqoba rallies were also held in Bloemfontein and Pietermaritzburg. The DA leader was on the stump in Mpumalanga. Here she urged dissatisfied residents to punish leaders who failed them by voting for the opposition.
A toy and a protest doesn't change a government. A vote changes a government.
The National Freedom Party leader oozed confidence that her dark horse breakaway party will surprise its critics.
Here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, I'm hopeful that we are going to take some of the municipalities that were meant by other political parties.
Further afield, the IFP leader promised open and efficient local government. He said the ANC-led government was fraught with infighting and tender corruption. Andries Tatani's death in Vicksburg was a prime example.
It has come to symbolize a failed ANC-run municipality within a failed ANC-controlled state.
The UDM leader pointed to government service delivery record.
Now more than ever before, our people are aware that service delivery in South Africa is in dire straits. The common denominator of municipalities across our country, from Kobo in the Eastern Cape to Tsakane in Gauteng, is poor service delivery.
Small opposition parties were canvassing support in informal settlements across the country.
The ACDP leader, Reverend Kenneth Mishwe, started the day in church. He said his party would promote righteousness and not corruption. On the other side of Johannesburg, COPE took a swipe at the ANC. It said people here were tired of the party's empty promises and the lack of delivery. COPE says it's not disturbed by members abandoning the party. Today, its Western Cape branch welcomed new members.
There has been hundreds and thousands that have crossed over to COPE, and others have left, especially the corrupt elements have left COPE and gone to the other side.
While the leader of the PAC got a tour of unoccupied RDP houses in Everton, he said the government had wasted millions on the project.
We have houses without people and people without houses, and it seems this is a generation of shack dwellers. So as PAC, we want to change the state of affairs.
The African People's Convention held its final rally in Pretoria.
The APC has a proper sense of what the challenges are at local government, which is lack of capacity, indifference to the wishes of the people, and corruption.
While the ZAPO Deputy President Strike Tokwane tried to woo the coloured vote. The National People's Party, led by Badi Shaban, campaigned in Wellington. It says it represents the interests of farm workers. And the newly formed Bushbuck Ridge Residents Association says it's ready to govern this area the way the community wants it to. With the last weekend done and dusted, it's now the final stretch to the polls. Valdi Karolsa, SABC News.